I've gotten requests in the video comments to do comparisons of the M3 and the M5, and of course I'm happy to do it. I figure a good place to start is by comparing their acceleration, not only how quickly, but how they sound and feel. So, which should be faster? Yes, the M5's engine puts out 174 more horsepower, but it also weighs 672 pounds more. So the power to weight ratio helps us understand the difference a little bit more clearly. In the M3, each pony has to push 10.3 pounds. And in the M5, each pony has to push just 8.1 pounds, which is a difference of more than 20%. So the M5 should be quicker, but is it? Here's what the numbers say. Starting with the M3, the S54 engine produces 333 horsepower at 7,900 RPM and 262 pound-feet of torque at 4,900 RPM. The M3's 0 to 60 time is generally billed at 4.8 seconds, and it'll do the quarter of a mile in 13 seconds at 104 miles an hour. I've seen different answers on this, but the most common top speed that I've seen is 176. So how does it do? With a stopwatch in hand, timing the footage carefully, engaging both from a running start at 3,000 RPM all the way up to the top of third gear, it took 11.1 seconds. Alright, so how about we do it again? .89 seconds. Wow, not bad at all. So next we'll look at the M5. The S85 engine produces 507 horsepower at 7,750 RPM and 383 pound-feet of torque at 6,100 RPM, which is notably higher than the M3. Believe it or not, the M3 has a torqueier engine relatively than the M5. The 0 to 60 time is generally billed at 4.5 seconds, and it'll do the quarter mile in 12.5 seconds at 118 miles an hour. If allowed, it'll run all the way to 204 miles an hour, which made it the fastest four-door on the planet when it was new. So, how did it do? .55 seconds. It was a rolling start in second gear. Let's try again, starting with first gear. Here we go. Alright, that's more like it. 10.21 seconds. Wow, and it makes it look effortless. Though I wouldn't take these as official numbers. Using the second run for both cars, the M5 is quicker by 0.7 of a second, or 7%. The difference isn't really that much. Though I figured the M5 was going, at least 5 miles an hour faster than the M3 at the top of third. So this settles it. The M5 is the fastest. But is that really the objective way to gauge the difference between them? What about the way it accelerates, the way it sounds, the way it feels? And it's worth noting that you can see how the M3, well, it's running out of breath at the top of third, while the M5, it just seems to be getting started. Now, having said that, how often do you really need to accelerate 200 miles an hour and beyond? The M3 is more of a visceral experience. In the M5, it's shocking how effortlessly and furiously it just flings itself forward, knowing that it can keep going all the way to 200 miles an hour and beyond. Both are awesome, and I'm grateful that I don't have to choose between them.